Okay, this video is going to show you how to use Google Drawings to make posters. Google Drawings is a really awesome free tool, and it's really easy to share and upload your PDFs, etc. So it's just a little weird to find. So you're going to start by going to New, and then you go down to More, and here are the less known Google apps. So if you go to Google Drawings, and it opens up just a blank page. So you can go up here and title it if you want to call this manufacturing exploration, my name, title it whatever you'd like. But make sure you can find it so it's not just untitled. And then we can go in here and start making stuff. So we'll just leave it the way it is, but you can change the size. If you go to page setup, you can change it to like a widescreen. You can put a custom, and then so if you wanted to make like an 11 by 17 poster, if that was an app like a requirement of you, you could put 11 by 17 inches in. So you can change the size of it. But the basic tools are all kind of across the top and in insert. So if you go to insert, you can do an image from the computer. You can do a text box. So like, if you want to make your title, you can say manufacturing process, whatever it is that you made. You can highlight that, go up, change the colors, make it bold, change the size. If it does that, sometimes it's just because your box isn't big enough. So if you make your box larger, it won't move back down. You can center stuff in the box and just in the middle. So you vertically and horizontally, that's what I mean. So now we've got a nice title. Let's say you want to put a background behind that. You can do a shape. You draw like a shape like this, and it's covering it up, but let's change the color of it first. And then we'll right click on it and go to order and send to back, and now we have, oh, that is rough on the eyes, but it definitely got our attention. Let's change that. You can highlight it, so if you want to put like, oh, that's actual text, that's not cool. We'll undo that. I thought there was a way to put a line around the text, but I guess not. And then, in the shapes, there's tons of shapes, so you can experiment with this stuff. You don't have to do just squares. Like, you could make this your box, and then you can move this back and forth. So you could make this a text box by double clicking on it, and you're typing all your information in your own words. And if you highlight the text, you can change it. But something that's kind of cool is if you right click and go to format, this will all pop up, and so like you can rotate, you can change the text fitting. I don't know what reflection does. Oh, that's cool. Reflection makes a little thing down below just to make it pop, and I'm sure if you go in here, you can change how much that shows up, like the size of it, etc. Drop shadows are nice. You can put a drop shadow on this and it will kind of make it look like it's popping. I think that you can put a drop shadow on text too. I don't know, maybe not. And then one other thing that I want to show, like it's nice to put a background image in. So I'm just going to look up manufacturing, find a cool image that shows manufacturing. These arms always look awesome. I'm going to copy that image and I'm going to paste it into the back. Now if I make this a background as it is, oh, one other thing, you guys don't drag your images like this. I see that it gets everything stretched out. Always drag the corners. So I'm going to put this like in the middle, and then I'm going to send to back, order, send to back. Now if I'm doing text boxes, that's fine, but if I'm like just typing on top of this, that gets really busy and it's hard to read. So what I can do is change transparency. So if I click on this, I can go down here to adjustments, and then I can turn the transparency up, and what that'll actually do is make it not as in your face there. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show you guys is cropping, which is kind of nice. Like if you have, let's say you have this big picture here, but you really only want these things of orange juice. So if I copy my image and go back and paste it, if I double click on the image, I can drag these little black lines down, and then I can move the image around until I get exactly what I want, and then when I press enter, it'll only grab that portion of the picture. So that's cropping. I think I went over everything that you would need to make your poster. Remember, right click, format will give you a lot of stuff over here, and then once you do that, once format is open, you can click on an image and you can change the format options for that image. So there we go, there's a drop. So if I click on my text, if I have a separate text box, I can put a drop shadow on a text or a reflection on a text. So that's just some cool stuff. I hope this helps. Sorry it's a longer video, but I think I showed a lot of stuff.